History of Commans. The command of light, how candles ruled the night. For most of human history, the night was dangerous. Once the sun went down, the world belonged to shadows, thieves, and fear. The command to bring light into darkness wasn't just practical, it was an order that carried power, control, and even faith. Tonight we explore how candles, small flickering flames, became tools of command across civilizations. Fire before the candle. Before candles, there was fire bonfires, torches, and oil lamps. Leaders commanded fires to be lit for protection. In Rome, the Vestal virgins were commanded to keep an eternal flame burning in honor of Vesta, goddess of the hearth. Extinguishing it was considered treason. Light was not optional. It was an order from the state itself. The first candles. The first true candles appeared in ancient China made from whale fat. In India, rulers commanded cinnamon wax candles to burn during temples and royal rituals. These weren't just sources of light, they were symbolic orders of devotion. In Rome, soldiers carried tallow candles into campaigns. The state ordered candles in military outposts, ensuring soldiers had light long after the sun fell. A commander's night could not go dark. The church commands light. In medieval Europe, the church became the greatest commander of candles. Priests ordered candles to burn in every mass, every vigil, and every cathedral. Beeswax candles, pure, smoke-free, and expensive, were commanded for holy spaces. Only the wealthy or the church itself could afford them. Ordinary people used tallow candles, cheap, smoky, and foul-smelling. The difference wasn't just about light, it was about power. The church commanded beeswax as holy, leaving commoners in smoke and darkness. Candles became a tool of authority, separating sacred from ordinary. Chandlers and the laws of light. As towns grew, chandlers, candle makers formed guilds. Rulers commanded strict rules on who could sell candles, what materials were allowed, and even when candles could be used. In England, laws limited tallow use during religious ceremonies. In France, kings ordered candle levies, forcing households to pay tax in wax. Imagine being commanded to give your ruler part of your candle stock or face punishment. Candles in politics and power. In royal courts, candles were more than light. They were symbols of majesty. Kings and queens commanded thousands of candles to burn at feasts and coronations. Louis XV of France, the Sun King, famously filled Versailles with candlelight. To dine under his command meant eating in the glow of thousands of flames, a visual reminder of wealth and dominance. Even death carried command through candles. Monarchs ordered massive candlelit funerals, ensuring their memory was honored in endless light. Revolution in industry. By the 18th century, new materials, like spermaceti and later paraffin, made candles brighter and longer lasting. Whaling fleets sailed under government command to provide wax for the empire's lights. The command for illumination drove entire industries, even at the cost of oceans and species. Yet the candle's rule overnight would not last. By the 19th century, gas lamps and then electricity obeyed new commands. Cities glowed brighter than candles ever could. But candles survived, not as rulers of the night, but as symbols of ceremony, remembrance, and ritual. Candles may seem simple today, objects of mood, relaxation, or prayer. But for centuries, they were instruments of command. States commanded them for tax. Churches commanded them for worship. Kings commanded them for display. And all across the world, when darkness fell, a single order remained the same: light the candle. That was the story of how candles were more than light. They were orders that shaped societies. This is History of Commons. Until next time.